Alright, Forest fans, Max Newton here, giving you a quick review of Nottingham Forest 0, Everton 1. Bloody hell, Forest. That was a terrible, terrible performance. Possibly the worst performance at home since we got promoted to the Premier League. Maybe. I think it was worse than when we played at home against Everton. In the first season, I think that was, or the second season, I can't remember. But I don't know. From front to back, we looked not great. Actually, to be fair, the defence played pretty well. The defence headed corners away, headed crosses away, and looking like the defence was gonna, pull us away with a point, and we take the point and we accept that it's not a great performance and move on to the next one. But we've accumulated a point. That's another point near the dream. And then Murillo just with. Oh, man, that's the sort of mistake that we used to get from the likes of Melville and Curtis and players like that in League One and the Championship, where they could have the ball in a standing position and fall over it and give it away and give a goal away. It was dreadful for Murillo, dreadful. And Everton got what they deserved, quite frankly, which was a win. I say obviously dreadful by Murillo, but we've got to remember, everybody can make a mistake. And, he saved us on numerous occasions, so we shouldn't be too hard on him. But, the lad will be gutted. But it was no more than Everton deserved. They were stronger than us. They were faster than us. They kept the ball better than us. They won everything in the air. They won every second ball. They won every first ball, every second ball, every third ball, every fourth ball. But they also pinged it around. They got, even right at the start, they were the better side for the first 10 minutes. Then I think we got into the game a bit more and we put a bit of pressure on, some half chances. But Everton were, by far the better side. We kept putting high balls in, just sort of lofting high balls forward, and Tarkowski and so on, and O'Brien and everybody won everything because they're all like 6 foot. They've got 3, 4, 6'5" defenders. We kept persisting with long throws, and they just put 3 of your 6'5" defenders in a line where they know the ball's going to drop and just headed it away easy as pie. Chris Wood didn't win a single header. Couldn't hold the ball up. Probably been better taking him off, to be honest, but then he obviously lose a bit of physicality. But he looked like he wasn't able to jump, because I don't think he jumped for a single header. And Tarkowski just leant over and headed the ball away from it every single time. I think Ryan Yates should have started the game, because we missed his physicality in the midfield. Where we completely lost the game in midfield. I think Dominguez had a decent enough game and was all right, but he's just not physical enough and strong enough. Jota, again, he started the game and didn't really do anything, apart from a couple of runs early on, and a couple of throwing himself to the ground as though he's been shot. Elanga came on in the second half, barely got a touch of the ball. Callum Hudson-Odoi I thought did all right, held the ball well and attacked the ball well, but was then crossing the ball into the box, and they were just heading it away. Had one opportunity where he in front of the Trent end, where he got free inside the box onto his right foot to hit a curling shot, but went near post and it just dribbled into the hands of Pickford. Apart from that, the only half decent chance was a flick from Morgan Gibbs-White that drew a new from the crowd, but Pickford saved easily. We didn't have a corner until injury time, when we got that free kick, attacking free kick, sort of a third inside their half on the 84th minute. I was thinking, we need to make something of this, because we probably won't get another chance. The amount of time we were spending without the ball, or we were getting the ball and we were just sort of not able to control it, not able to look after the ball or keep the ball, playing sloppy passes or playing passes that sort of lofted forwards and just come straight back at us. Really bad performance. I'm surprised the manager didn't change formation quite radically and the way we play quite radically. He changed personnel, but I didn't think he yeah, I'm surprised he didn't go to maybe like five at the back and push the wing backs up to have more bodies in midfield and create that extra almost like double width where you've got wing backs and wingers. So really, yeah, surprised that Nuno didn't make a bigger change than the changes that he did. And I've also got to say, he didn't play, but the fact that, a game like that, Sangare doesn't even get on the pitch when his game is supposed to be about, you know, blocks, winning the ball, recoveries. That should be, and he's a big lad. That should be a game that's made for him. So the fact that he didn't even get a sniff of being on the pitch, I don't think he even warmed up, just suggests that, we need to recoup whatever we can from him and move him on in the summer, get 20 million for him and move him on. Yeah, Everton did a great job. Well played, Everton. And also got to say, Jordan Pickford's a bit of a laugh, and he's a decent lad. And he had he didn't really need to have any banter with the Trent end, but he gave us a nod and he said that he was just nice. He was all right. And I think he's a quality goalkeeper, but he had nothing to do, literally nothing to do. He must have been bored, nothing to do. So big improvement needed for the next games, which I'm sure we can do. Come on, you Reds.